Tonight, we're learning more about a woman allegedly murdered by her Uber driver. In the days since her body was found on Indy's northeast side, IMPD now says they've managed to track down the suspect. Our Chase Howell has been working on this story all day and learned the man accused of killing her told police two different stories.
As Risa Dixon lights her cigarette, she begins to cry when thinking about her daughter, Chanti.
My heart is saying that she's going to walk through the door and say, "Hey, Mama, what y'all doing?" That's what my heart's saying. But I know she not gonna physically walk through the door.
This is a family that's been ripped apart. This woman is gone from the world unnecessarily.
Women, girls, mothers, they have a right to exist freely in our community without fear of something heinous happening to them. They have a right to walk, bike, order a ride share without fearing something bad will happen to them.
Friends say this video of Dixon seen on the right shows how happy she was. They didn't want to talk on camera, but one of her neighbors did.
Because we all we look out for each other here. And for that to happen is sad. And for it to be a ride share, that's really sad. You're not even safe getting a ride home.
Every single night, millions of us step into a stranger's car. We punch in an address, tap a button, and trust that a simple ride will deliver us safely home. But what if that trust, that fundamental expectation of safety, becomes the very thing that shatters a life? Have you ever felt that flicker of unease getting into a car with someone you don't know? Or perhaps as a late-night worker, the simple, desperate need to get home safely is a constant thought, a silent prayer. In Indianapolis, a working mother's need for a ride home after a long shift became the stage for an unspeakable act of violence. Her name was Chanti Dixon. How did a routine trip transform into a brutal murder, and who was the monster behind the wheel?
That's right. According to court documents, the Uber driver tried to tell police originally that a man tried robbing Chanti Dixon before shooting her in the thigh, but later he would admit to shooting Dixon in the head in the backseat of his car after trying to have sex with her.
Before we unravel this chilling story, please kindly take a moment to hit that like button. And if you believe everyone deserves to feel safe, ensure you subscribe to our channel for more hidden truths we intend to uncover in our next stories.
It was just beyond these concrete barriers where police say they found Dixon's body on Monday. IMPD says Francisco Valadez picked Dixon up around 3:30 Sunday morning to take her home when he allegedly shot and killed her. Neighbors say Dixon lived less than 100 yards away from where her body was found and that she just moved in about a week ago.
It affects us a lot because now it's like we don't know. You know what I'm saying? And most of the girls out here are single moms and stuff. There's not a man figure there. So, and some of them come in late at night. It's disturbing to know that it's not even safe to even come home anymore. It's kind of disturbing.
Chanti Dixon was more than just a name in a police report. She was a vibrant force and a 30-year-old Indianapolis woman whose world revolved around her two young children, a 13-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. Her family and neighbors described her as a ball of life, radiating fun and generosity. She was the kind of person who would put herself in positions just to help her friends out, as her mother, Rice Dixon, fondly recalled. Chanti was the eldest, a devoted protector and provider. She worked grueling late-night shifts as a dancer at a local strip club, a job she undertook with singular focus to support her kids. Every dollar earned, every late hour endured, was for them. She'd recently moved into a quiet Southeast Side neighborhood, keeping largely to herself, her days a tireless juggle of work and family. Even her pet dog was doted on as another beloved member of her small, precious world. Chanti Dixon wasn't seeking fame or fortune. She was building a life, stitch by stitch, for the people she loved most. Every evening, as darkness fell, she would prepare for work, the routine of familiar comfort. Every shift, the rhythm was the same: work, call for a ride, and head home to her children. But on one fateful morning, that simple routine was brutally interrupted, forever silencing the laughter and love of Chanti Dixon.
Also developing tonight, we're hearing from the family of a young mother who police say was shot and killed by her Uber driver.
Police believe the shooting happened on Indy's southeast side as she was coming home from work Sunday morning.
Welcome to Theories of True Crime Stories. Kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss our future posts on any of our latest true crime stories.
Our Chase Howe joins us in studio tonight after speaking with her family.
And they told you they knew something was up when they didn't hear from her.
Yeah, Dustin, Felicia, Chanti Dixon's mom says she always checked in with her, so when she couldn't get a hold of her, she filed a police report with IMPD that next day, never thinking her daughter would end up dead. As Risa Dixon lights her cigarette, she begins to cry when thinking about her daughter, Chanti.
My heart is saying that she's going to walk through the door, say, hey, mama, what y'all doing? That's what my heart's saying. But I know she not going to physically walk through the door. She always say, Ma, you know you my best friend. And I'm like, girl, yeah, I know. And you my best friend.
Chanti was also a mother, an aunt, and the oldest of her siblings.
You could not miss her presence because she was going to let you know when she come through the door. And when I say, hey, y'all, and she made sure that her kids, her nieces, her nephews, her sisters, her brother, they knew that she loved them.
Dixon says Chanti not only left an imprint on those she met, but also left them feeling loved.
She was so selfless. So selfless. She would put herself in dumb positions just to help her friends out. So take that selfless and take that love. Y'all want to remember her? Y'all get a heart. Y'all get a heart and show the love. Because that's what she would have wanted and that's what she would have did.
The night of September 7th, 2024, faded into the early hours of September 8th. Around 3:30 a.m., as her late shift ended, Chanti did what millions do. She called for an Uber. A routine transaction, a trusted service. She just needed to get home. She just needed to be safe. But that was the last time anyone saw Chanti Dixon alive. Monday morning, September 9th, dawned, but Chanti never came home. No calls, no texts, just a deafening silence where her vibrant presence should have been. Her family, filled with a growing dread, reported her missing to the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police. Hours ticked by, each one stretching the anxiety into unbearable fear. The police launched their search, but even as they worked, an entirely separate call would soon crack the case wide open and irrevocably crush a family's last sliver of hope. Later that Monday afternoon, around 1 p.m., officers responded to a horrifying discovery. In a secluded wooded area near Wagner Lane on the city's southeast side, behind a concrete barrier, lay a body. The identity, when confirmed, sent a cold shockwave through the hearts of Chanti's loved ones and across the entire community. Lo and behold, it was Chanti Dixon.
This is where Chanti Dixon's body was found, in the woods on a dead-end street on Wagner Lane. It's also just a few feet away from her apartment.
The scene was a testament to unspeakable violence. Chanti's body was found naked, with a fatal gunshot wound to the head and multiple other gunshot wounds. This was no accident. This was a brutal, targeted killing. Detectives immediately knew they were dealing with foul play, a crime driven by a motive far darker than a simple robbery. 2 cell phones belonging to Chanti were recovered at the scene, which stood as a pieces of puzzle that would soon expose a chilling truth. What kind of monstrous act could lead to such a brutal end for a devoted mother? The horror of the crime demanded answers, and fast. But how do you find someone who vanishes into the night after a seemingly ordinary rideshare trip? The answer, chillingly, lay in the digital trail of the GPS logs and the very app Chanti had used to get home.
Police say 29-year-old Uber driver Francisco Valadez drove Dixon to the scene Sunday morning. Valadez told police he initially attempted to have sex with Dixon in the back of his car, but he got angry with her. He later admitted to police he shot her in the head in his car, then hid Dixon's body behind the concrete barrier. He also said he tried to have sex with her again. Dixon was found naked with a sweatshirt pulled over her head and arms, lying on her stomach.
This is just disgusting all around, and it did not have to happen. This is a family that's been ripped apart. This woman is gone from the world unnecessarily.
As a woman, this hits differently for me. Women, girls, mothers, they have a right to exist freely in our community without fear of something heinous happening to them. They have a right to walk, bike, order a ride share without fearing something bad will happen to them.
Friends say this video of Dixon seen on the right shows how happy she was. They didn't want to talk on camera, but one of her neighbors did.
Because we all pretty much, we look out for each other here. And for that to happen is sad. And for it to be a ride share, that's really sad. You're not even safe getting a ride home.
Neighbors tell me they've seen Dixon moving into this apartment. They've seen her with her kids and her dog.
Horrific. That didn't even... It doesn't even make sense. The girl, she just moved here. She ain't even been here a week.
Uber said they have banned Valadez from the app and will continue to assist Indianapolis police in this case. Police also stress that when taking a rideshare, there are options to share your real-time location with people you know.
If something doesn't feel right to you during your ride, you can ask the person to pull over and you can get out.
Police want to hear from anyone who has ridden with Valadez in the past and had any issues with him.
And Dixon's close friend sent us this statement saying, "I am hurt and devastated of this happening. It hit so close to home and it hurt so bad. She was goofy, she was happy, always laughing, always caring. She was a mom before anything, hardworking and dedicated to her goals. She was such a big impression on all around her."
The details of this case are hard to hear, but sharing stories like Chanti's helps raise awareness and potentially prevents future tragedies. So if this story has resonated with you, consider sharing this video with someone who needs to hear it. Detectives knew they were facing a cold-blooded killer, but the key to unlocking this nightmare lay hidden in plain sight, and also in the digital footprint of what should have been Chanti's last, ordinary ride.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Investigators moved with urgency. Chanti's final ride was easily traced through Uber records and GPS data. The last known person to see her alive was the driver who picked her up. He was quickly identified as Francisco Valadez, a 29-year-old Uber driver. By the very next morning, September 10th, homicide detectives had located Valadez at his home on the northeast side of Indianapolis. The truth was about to unravel. When questioned, Valadez's story shifted like sand. He first claimed he had dropped Chanti off safely, that she was later robbed at gunpoint and shot in the leg by an unknown man. But detectives weren't fooled. Cell phone records, vehicle GPS logs, and nearby video surveillance all painted a vastly different picture. They screamed that Valadez had not dropped Chanti off. His narrative was a crumbling facade of lies. Did you catch how quickly his story crumbled? Rewind if you missed the details that trapped him. Cornered by irrefutable evidence, Valadez had nowhere left to hide. What he finally admitted, what truly happened in that car, was a depravity that would stun even the most seasoned investigators. by revealing the true horror of Chanti Dixon's final moments. Under relentless questioning, Francisco Valadez broke his silence. Police allege he finally admitted the unspeakable. After picking up Chanti Dixon, he tried to force himself on her in the car. When she bravely rejected him and mocked him, Valadez flew into a murderous rage. According to court documents, he shot Chanti in the back of the head while attempting to assault her. The horror didn't end there. After the killing, he cold-bloodedly dragged her body behind a concrete barrier, discarding her in the woods like trash. Disturbingly, Valadez then confessed to an even more repulsive act, attempting to sexually assault Chanti Dixon's corpse. This chilling admission from the probable cause affidavit sent a wave of revulsion through everyone who heard it. By September 10th, Valadez was officially in custody, while being identified as an Uber driver and also arrested. His booking photo shows a man eerily calm, with a stark contrast to the monstrous acts he had admitted. The police officers quickly indicated this appeared to be an isolated incident, not a larger crime spree, but Captain Chris Bailey still called the killing disgusting, vowing a thorough investigation. Uber immediately banned Valadez, stating their hearts break for Ms. Dixon's family and pledging cooperation. Francisco Valadez pleaded not guilty to these heinous charges, with his calm exterior as a stark contrast to the terror he inflicted. But for Chanti's family, the legal fight for justice had just begun, and the wounds of their loss ran deeper than any court could fully heal. News of Chanti Dixon's murder sent shockwaves of grief and disbelief through her community. Neighbors remembered her as a quiet, kind woman, fiercely devoted to her children, someone who never caused trouble. If you want to remember her, y'all can get a heart and show the love because that's what she would have wanted. Her mother, Rise Dixon, urged everyone, by channeling her unimaginable pain into a call for empathy. At Chanti's home and across social media, friends and family recalled her as joyful and selfless, and a shining star whose light was extinguished far too soon. A candlelight vigil and memorial service brought people together in shared sorrow, and a GoFundMe, organized by her sister, raised money for the care of her now motherless children. Law enforcement officials quickly used the case to highlight crucial rideshare safety measures. IMPD Assistant Chief Catherine Cummings powerfully reminded everyone that women, girls, or mothers have a right to exist freely in our community without fear. She implored riders to always verify a vehicle's license plate and asked the driver to confirm the rider's name before getting in. Chanti's mother, Rise Dixon, echoed this plea, urging other passengers, especially women traveling alone at night, to be cautious. If you're in the rideshare, get on FaceTime with somebody. Take self-defense classes, she advised. This tragic case renewed urgent calls for stricter safety measures across the entire rideshare industry. Advocates and officials discussed proposals like tougher driver background checks, in-app emergency alert buttons, and real-time tracking. Uber reiterated its own review of the incident while cooperating with police. Chief Chris Bailey emphasized that, despite this tragedy, most rides are safe. But he acknowledged the community's profound grief by calling the crime an evil act that no one deserves.
A vigil was held today for Chanti Dixon, the woman who was found dead after getting in an Uber Sunday morning. Her driver later admitted to killing her. The community came out for a candlelight vigil and balloon release. Chanti's mother describes what the moment meant to her.
I was just glad to see that she could physically see the love one more time. That's what I was glad to see, because I know she's here and she's watching. So she got to see us give her love one more time.
Risa says her family is doing as well as they can under the circumstances and that Chanti's children are still processing her death.
Chanti Dixon's murder is a tragic, gut-wrenching example of violence against a young mother in what should have been an ordinary ride home. Her death has left her family, especially her 2 children, navigating an unimaginable grief. Police and prosecutors are pursuing justice, with Valadez standing charged with her murder and awaiting trial, while been jailed without bond. Meanwhile, Chanti's friends and family continue to remember her as a loving mother and a cherished friend. This tragedy changed everything. No, seriously, this will change how you view your everyday journey. Chanti Dixon's story isn't just a grim recounting of events. It's a vital, painful lesson for us all. It underscores the critical importance of situational awareness, trusting your instincts, verifying every detail of your rideshare, and advocating for stronger safety measures across all platforms. While tragic, Chanti's story can and must serve as a cautionary tale to protect others. Chanti Dixon's light was extinguished too soon, but her story echoes as a potent warning and a call to action. May her memory serve as a catalyst for a safer world, one ride at a time. If you found yourself holding your breath through this narrative, please kindly remember to hit that like button, share this video to spread awareness about rideshare safety, and subscribe to our channel. Also, remember your support helps us keep these stories alive. Until next time, you all should stay safe out there on a daily basis. Thanks for watching, and see you on our next story.